Hello, my friends, and welcome to 2024. Here we are, as I'm recording, almost in January. Here we are, almost in 2024, and this year ahead is interesting, and the universe, in its infinite wisdom, has us set up for this year ahead. So let me dig into a few things before we dig into that. First of all, you can always check out the daily scopes where I give you the 4-on-1 on what is going on currently, because astrology is like a choreographed dance, and every step feeds into the next. Every step is a foundation for the next. And so that's important to at least tune into here and there so that you understand it's not these quantum leaps, it's steps that is taking us there. 2024 is setting us up for some change, some really strong mental energies, and it's an 8-year. And 8 in astrology resonates with Saturn, and Saturn energy is the energy of responsibility. It's the energy of soul purpose and connecting with that. Now, Saturn can be confused with societal demands, the American dream energy, conditioning, a lot of shoulds. However, at its truest essence, Saturn reminds us that we came here with a mission, we came here on purpose, we came here with responsibility, and that responsibility is to our soul. Our soul knows the way, and hence we have the guidance card for this year ahead to help us, guidance card and the inner voice, to help us listen to our soul to take us where we're going. So how is this setting us up for this? Well, on January 1st, we have Mercury going direct. And Mercury has been retrograde in both the sign of Capricorn and then back into Sagittarius. It is going direct in Sagittarius. It's going direct at 22 degrees, a master degree of Sagittarius. And that's about your vision, the daydream, your inspiration, your excitement to expand. So your vision, your daydream, we have the dream card, is really important. Like, what do you want to create? What is your intention? This isn't about resolutions like I'm going to do better, be better, but what do you want to create? And knowing that you can. And I have a psychic that always told me, think bigger. And I'm going to tell you that. Think bigger. It's okay to think bigger. It's okay to believe that these bigger dreams can happen. So Mercury direct on January 1st. It will be going back into Capricorn on the 13th and finally out of the shadow, out of hopefully the shenanigans on about the 21st or 22nd. As it moves back into Capricorn on the 13th, we then want to take action when it comes to our dreams. Make sure that you are deciding to take steps towards it. Make sure you're deciding to align with that soul calling, that soul guidance energy. Capricorn is also where we step into our personal authority. And that brings me to our next energy. Our next energy, a big thing for this year, is Pluto is finishing up in Capricorn this year. It moves into Aquarius on the 20th. And then it'll be back later in the year for like a month. It's a very short time, maybe a little bit longer than a month. But as it finishes up at 29 degrees, Pluto, the planet of empowerment, is reminding us of the power of our own personal authority, the power of us building our own personal structures. Now, Pluto can also be destructive, so there may be some transformation energy that needs to happen, but truly we've gone through much of that. However, at the 29th degree, anything is possible. So there may be still some structural shifts that need to happen, but this is a call to you in your power. This is a call to trusting in the transformation, your transformation, the transformation of things, and a call to you, again, making decisions based on that higher connection within yourself. We actually have a lot of Capricorn going on as we move in. So besides Pluto hanging out at that 29th degree, pushing those lessons to empower our authority, to empower our soul energy. We're going to have Mars moving into Capricorn, and Mars is ready to take this aligned action. So we have Mercury, which is the mind. We have Pluto, which is this hopefully empowered space. Sometimes we have to visit the shadow. Sometimes we have to visit some of those challenges. But here comes Mars, and Mars is ready. Mars is like a soldier, and Mars is ready to take action. So will your actions be soul aligned? Can you align your actions with your soul? Or are they going to be aligned with the shouldiness? It's really up to you. You know, sometimes it's hard to leave the shouldiness, and there's no shame in that, but this is a call from the universe for all of us to step into our authority on another layer. There's a reason why this has been unfolding the way it is. On the 11th, 111, we have a new moon in Capricorn. A new moon in Capricorn is super manifesty. It's a wonderful time for intentionality. Sometimes the new moon can feel more like a new year kind of energy. You can have a new year every single day if you want it to be. So on the 11th, 111, new moon in Capricorn, helping us in the authority of our intentions, in the integrity, it's even better, of our intentions. So on the 13th, like I said, Mercury back into Capricorn, aligning our thoughts and actions as we have Mars also in Capricorn and the Sun in Capricorn, lots of Capricorn energy. On the 20th, holy cow, on the 20th, we have the Sun and Pluto meeting up at 29 degrees Capricorn. Like I said, 29 degrees, it's like the whole punch of the sign. It's where we're wrapping up the lessons of the whole sign. So it's very powerful. It is also a master number. 2 + 9 is 11. So it takes us into our mastery. And the Sun lights up the Pluto energy. So you may face some challenge here. There may be some structural pieces that need to be released in and through this. But again, it is a call to your own power. And your own power is not all about fear. So just keep that in mind with this energy. I just literally got a text popping up. When is Mercury going direct? Speaking of that, I'm going to just put this in here. If you want to know the dates that these planets are going retrograde and direct and into other signs, I do have like a PDF that you can print that has all of the planets plus Chiron in their signs when they're going direct, and the moon in its new moon, full moons, and eclipses. So just going to put that out there. So on the 20th, back to the 20th, we have both the Sun and Pluto moving into Aquarius. So this is like a big entrance into Aquarius. Aquarius energy is very much about community, innovation. Aquarius is a natural engineer, so it's a very engineering energy. Aquarius sees into the future, aligns with future energy. And so with the Sun and Pluto in Aquarius, we're looking into the future. We're trying to empower the future, right? With Pluto moving in there. But there's something I think that each of us can focus on beyond the future, and that is understanding the vibrational nature of things. To me, one of the highest levels of Aquarius is understanding vibration, understanding frequency, recognizing it's all a spectrum. We all have a certain specific frequency that we emit, and sometimes that frequency is lowered, and sometimes it's in its higher form, and that depends on us. It depends on our surroundings. It depends on our thinking and our feelings and all of that. But to be able to regulate our own personal frequency, that is power. And to recognize that Aquarius, the sign, Aquarius is really beyond community. It's also like rebel energy. And part of being a rebel in this world is allowing yourself to fulfill your own frequency and not necessarily go with the herd. Sometimes community needs different colors, right? Like like a rainbow, it's made up of different colors. And so we need to remember that with Aquarian energy, because it can be easy to be sucked into herd mentality. So start being vigilant on the vibrational nature, the frequency of things. On the 23rd, we have Venus moving into Capricorn, helping hold down those Capricorn-y vibes, making decision. Venus is our talents, our gifts. Capricorn is definitely some strong commitment energy, and this might be where we need to commit to some self-love, self-care, commit to what we value. And this is a nice little grounding energy. Aquarius can be a very high frequency. It can be a very electrical frequency. And sometimes, especially if our nervous systems are sensitive, it can shake up that energy. So Venus in Capricorn helps bring a little grounding. Like I said, the 25th, we have a full moon in Leo. Turn on your heart light. That's an old Neil Diamond song, I feel like, or something. That's what I just heard. But it's a good reminder of the frequency of love, speaking of frequencies, and how powerful the frequency of love, the vibration of love is. My friend once used to make some memes for Gaia Blooming, and they made one. It says, I remember my original frequency is love. And so with this full moon on the 25th, remembering our original frequency of love, super powerful. Uranus goes direct on the 26th, and as of Uranus going direct, we will have all planets direct for a good long time, I think till March or April. So, good long time of planetary energy direct. Uranus is going direct in the sign of Taurus. This is bringing, Earth shifts always around Uranus going retrograde or direct. I can get my nervous system stirred up. Again, it's very electrical. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. So watch for that around that time, around the 26th, especially with the full moon. That might not be a very sleepy full moon. So watch for that. Make sure to take extra care to be grounded in that energy, and look to where you may be called to make some evolutions where Taurus is in your chart as Uranus goes direct and continues moving through. Our final connection is on the 27th. We have Mercury and Mars. Mercury and Mars in Capricorn, reminding us how important it is to be in personal integrity, to be in the place where we are walking our talk. And we're also thinking our walk, like aligned on a mental level, on a communicative level. Mercury's still retrograde as recording this. Finding that alignment and moving as such, and moving in alignment with that soul purpose. So here are our cards for the first month of the year. Remembering to daydream, remembering the inspiration of that. We have Saturn in Pisces. Your daydream, to use your illusion, is potent and powerful. Your inner voice, again, speaking of Saturn in Pisces, which we didn't talk about in here, but it's not making any big shifts at this time. Listening to your intuition to help you move forward, and listening to your higher guidance, whether that is your soul, your guides on the other side, praying, speaking to God, source, universe. Tune in. We are always being guided and supported. And you can always listen to me and utilize these scopes to help you align with the energies, align with the cosmic energies. So that is it for today. Happy 2024. Please book a reading if you want to dig into your astro, or even look at 2024 as a year ahead. Namaste.